Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you another Robocat that I built. This is for a friend that wants me to build one for him after seeing the video that I made the last time, and he was totally impressed for the way it looks. Probably it looks really nice, and it flies really good. Handles pretty well. Uh, so um, so this is it. I finished this thing building last night. I tried to make it as clean as possible and try to hide all the wires so you don't see any wires in here. So well, you can see some wires, but I keep it at a bare minimum. So and okay, let me start with the frame. The frame was bought from Hobby King for around $70-80. Um, the LED, you see four LED lights in there. I bought from Banggood. I decided to put four LED lights on all four arms. It changes colors actually. You can change the dip switch. There's a dip switch in there that you can change, so you can produce different colors if you want. The motors is 2204 2300 kb. On it is a 6-inch props. It's bullnose props. The last one I built actually has a what I call 60-45. This one should provide more power, more lift, and thrust. So I haven't test flown this thing, so hopefully it'll be much better than the other one or the other props that I use. ESC, it's a 12 amp ESC. Simon, I think it's a BL Heli ESC that I put in there. All four actually is mounted inside this case here, the cage enclosed on this carbon fiber frame. You don't see it because I put a cover in it, so it'll look much cleaner. But it's there, all four, and the PDB or the power distribution board is actually on the middle. That goes has a 5 volt BEC and 12 volts. 12 volt powers my LED light, and the 5 volt is for my flight controller. So the flight control also is it's a CC3D flight controller. It's the newer version. Has a connection, direct connection for the Spectrum satellite receiver. Well, it's actually the same. It's just have an extra connection for the Spectrum satellite. The receiver that I put is a Lemon RX 6-channel PWM receiver. It has a fail-safe features that I configured in there too. I put it in here in the back, although I really don't like receiver to be in this location because I try to make it as neat as possible. So I really wanted to be inside this frame, but I tried that once and I'm getting lesser distance doing that because of this short antenna actually the Spectrum is using. So it has to be exposed outside, no obstruction from the carbon fiber because I mean antenna hates carbon fiber because you'll get lesser transmission if you do that. So decided to mount it in there. It's the best location I can find. Um, Camera actually is a 700 TBL CCD camera, so it has a better lighting than the CMOS camera. Um, the BTX is a 600 milliwatts. Good transmission. I like it actually better than 200 milliwatts. It produces more heat, but this one actually has a case. It's acts as a heat sink, so it doesn't create too much heat and it dissipates the heat, so it should last much longer than the cheap one we buy from Banggood. Actually is made by EA Sheen. Antenna is the standard whip antenna. I like it for this quad because it looks meaner with that antenna. It looks more like a tail. But if I want a better transmission or signal, then I need to use a CP antenna and change it. But I'll use this one for a while, just for testing. Okay, it looks good actually with this quad. I'm using a 3S 2200, which I bought from eBay. It's a 2200 milliamp 3S, which is good for this quad. I mean, especially if you're trying to learn how to fly. So you just don't need too much power actually. So it'll be much more easier to hover with a 3S battery. But you can also use a 4S. This one is 1800 milliamp because I don't want to add too much weight to the quad. So this is 1800 4S. This thing actually flies really good with the 4S battery. It has more thrust and power. On tested in my other quad, the yellow one that the first one that I made. So I'm gonna do another video for its maiden flight this afternoon and see how good this thing flies. I mean, I already bind the my radio, my Spectrum DX9, and I'll change all the PID settings and everything. So let's see how this thing flies. Alright guys, thanks for watching.